All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We have ESPN Insider leaking that Mike McDaniel will be the next head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Do you believe it? We have to get into it. And we also have Browns insiders letting it be known that Shedeur Sanders will be QB1 for the Cleveland Browns next season, which means he'll be getting first-team reps all of training camp, and he will have a legitimate opportunity to establish himself in this league as a high-level starting quarterback. We got to get into it all. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video. Let's get right into things first. Let's get into this. ESPN Insider predicting that Mike McDaniel will be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Asiano from ESPN predicted the 9 head coach openings. Now, this was before the John Harbaugh news.
He was already wrong.
Mentioned in the second on this list because the Giants have now hired John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Arizona, he had Clint Kubiak. Baltimore Browns to be their next head coach. Moving on, in Vegas, he had Robert Saleh. Miami hiring Chris Shula, but coach of the Giants. So 2-part question, Bull. We'll start with you. We can go around the horn and discuss this in more length.
Now, plenty of people have been predicting that Mike McDaniel will be the next head coach of the Cleveland Browns, and it seems as though some people inside the Cleveland media are not rocking with it.
A, now that Harbaugh's off the board, how quickly do you expect the other dominoes to fall? And then B, Mike McDaniel as the prediction, are you feeling like that started?
Well, the Falcons like Kevin Stefanski.
He was everybody.
8, not including the Giants.
I believe by this time next week, 5 of the 8 will be. See Pittsburgh interviewing Brian.
Okay, a lot of different publicly.
He's young.
They're the same. Like they're both mild mannered. You know, like they're not. Joe Thomas.
But
said,
most of them are today. Most of the coaches are in
I
that
guess.
cloth. There's not that many. Like Flores is the exception.
Yes,
he's
that's
not
true.
the norm.
Halfley, I think, is more in the Flores vein.
Yeah, he's a.
In terms of like.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Like he's going to be more leader of men type. No.
Oh, he's a great leader.
Yeah.
I think Robert Saleh's more
solid.
Is more.
It's like defensive guy. Defensive.
Yeah. You want the dude that come in and like, this is what we doing. This is my way or the.
So they don't want the innovative. They want the old school. They want the old school guy. They don't want the young, innovative mind.
My way you can get out of here like that. I feel like they need that.
That's exactly why. Although, listen, I have killed Kevin Stefanski a lot in the last year. But for most of his tenure, I thought Kevin Stefanski was a fine coach. I didn't think he was great, but I thought he was fine. And if he goes to a situation that's good, if Kevin Stefanski's word was significantly better than Jack, like a kick-ass guy right now. To hire Mike McDaniel,
Well, you'd be literally.
Don't see it.
If you hire Mike McDaniel, I think that would come with the Jim Schwartz got to stay the defensive coordinator type thing. I just feel like if they do that, then it's like we're trying to really fix the offense, and we want an offensive-minded guy that can come in and change things offensively. But I feel like he's similar to what Kevin used to run. I don't know what this new stuff is that they've been running for the past 2 years. Ever since the AVP got fired and they switched to the shotgun, I don't know what that is. That is not the Kevin Stefanski system that worked. I don't know why. I know why they changed it. They should have never did that, but that's what ultimately led to this offense looking as bad as it does.
Plus the talent.
I mean, look, man, I'm all for switching things up. Let's go over here to King Carmen, where Doug Gottlieb and also Emery Hunt was on 92.3 The Fan as well. And they both said that the Browns are moving forward with Shedeur Sanders as QB1.
What do you think of Shedeur? Is he the quarterback of the future? What would you do if you were the Browns?
So, I mean, again, it's going to depend on who they hire, right? Because who they hire is going to be everything. But I think I wouldn't do it, but I think they're going to roll with him. And the reason is, it's just a really weak quarterback class. It just is. Now, who do they hire to become the coach? Now, that's the other question, because if he's an offensive guy or the offensive coordinator is going to bring a quarterback with him, right? And so if it's one of those vet quarterbacks that needs a second chance, I don't think you can keep Shedeur if you draft somebody else. You just can't, because he's so polarizing.
Well, there's nobody to draft now. Ty Simpson's not good enough to go that high, and Dante Moore is not leaving college, so you can forget about that.
Popular, like you can't have that guy as your backup quarterback. You know, in college football, your backup quarterback sometimes is your most popular player because everybody thinks like, well, just pull this guy, the next guy's better. In the NFL, the backup quarterback is simply there to get the starter ready. That's it. And you know, obviously that wasn't going to happen. That didn't work this year. I don't know. Like, it feels like they're going to keep him, but it just tell me who they hire. And yeah, but the big thing I've heard from NFL people is like, you know, there's just not a good enough draft class. So it's not like you're going to use a first-round pick on a guy. If you're not going to use a first-round pick on a guy, and you have some equity in both those guys, let those two fight it out. Because if one of those two, and if Shedeur specifically can be the guy, you know, the next 3 years you can build a monster in Cleveland because you're not spending anything on quarterback.
That's true. You can spend if Shedeur hits. Like, I know Shedeur is going to be a hit, but you definitely can allocate those funds elsewhere.
You look at, you know, a quarterback in Shedeur Sanders. That's the big elephant in the room. I think that's why people are being disingenuous about the Browns, because they're being disingenuous about their evaluation of Shedeur Sanders. You include him in that draft class. This guy got 7 weeks of first-team reps, and in those 7 weeks, with a worse-off roster than the guys that started the season with, they went 3-4. So imagine if he had gotten the entire offseason and started from week 1, maybe the Browns already would be a 9-win team, and we're talking about 2026, the potential, you know, opportunity for them to go really far in the playoffs. So I look at it from a glass-half-full perspective. I'm not disingenuous about Shedeur Sanders, nor this draft class, nor the talent on his roster. This is a team that can, you know, win a lot of games in 2026 if they start to stockpile the offense like they did this year with the defense.
All right, if it's not McCarthy, who?
I agree. Imagine if Shedeur actually got reps in rookie minicamp, y'all. Imagine if Shedeur Sanders got reps in training camp. Imagine if Shedeur Sanders would have gotten an opportunity to start out the season and grow throughout the season. Imagine. You guys fooled around, wasted time with Dylan Gabriel, who can't stand up and see over a box of cookies. Pardon me, can't see over a box of cookies. Joe Flacco, he's 98 years old. Salute to Joe Flacco. But come on, man. Y'all wasted a bunch of time. Y'all was trying to trot out Kenny Pickett. He's horrible. He's trash. Kenny Pickett is trash. Y'all was thinking about trotting him out there before Shedeur Sanders, man. Imagine had y'all just given him a legitimate shot to learn and grow and be the guy. You guys wasted time, and what did it do for you, Kevin Stefanski? It got your ass fired. It's getting the rest of your staff cleaned out too, and now you out on the hunt for another job. I think people need to get real. Shedeur Sanders is QB1 for the Cleveland Browns next year, but I want to know, do you guys believe this ESPN insider that is saying Mike McDaniel will be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns? Get down in the comments and let me know. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.